this video I will show you how to install macOS Yosemite or Capitan on old unsupported hardware. So first, what do you need? You need an up-to-date, quite recent Windows or macOS device you can download the files to. You need at least one USB drive, and obviously you need an old MacBook or iMac running the latest supported macOS version. If you need help by creating a bootable installer for the latest supported version, I will leave you a link to a video in the description. In my case, I will use a MacBook 4.1 with the latest version of macOS 10.7 Lion. First, you need to download the patcher. This patcher will help us create a bootable installer for the unsupported hardware. You can download it by clicking on the link in the description, then clicking on code and on zip. Save it wherever you want. And you need the chosen operating system. So in my case, Capitan. I will leave you the link in the description first. You can download it by clicking on 7-zip right here. So I obviously have done it already. So now when the download is finished, you need to extract both files. I will rename this to patcher, but you can name it as you want. This will take quite a while. Now you need to extract Capitan by right-clicking extract. So now we need to copy it to the USB drive. First, you need to make sure it's formatted as exFAT. And now drag the install OS X Capitan.app to your drive. Now take the patcher folder and copy it to the drive. Click the drive, and now we need to switch to the MacBook. Back at the MacBook, you need to plug in your USB drive and copy over the patcher and the Capitan installer. Close this window, and we need to format our USB drive. To do this, you need to open disk utility, and you want to select your USB drive and click at the top, click on delete, choose macOS extended journal, name your drive, I don't know, I named mine Capitan, and delete. Make sure your drive is formatted as guide. If not, you can change it on the partition settings at the top. Now we want to open terminal. And we want to type in chmod plus X. And now we need to drag in the patcher file, the .sh file, to the terminal window and press enter. Now type sudo and drag in the patcher file again. Again, press enter. Enter your password so we can create a patcher. Now we want to choose number 1 to create an installer on our USB drive. Now drag in the Capitan install.app. Hit enter again. Choose your formatted USB drive, in my case Capitan, and the patcher will now create the bootable USB device for us. This will take a while. You can see it took me 45 minutes to create a patcher on the USB drive. El Capitan installer is now ready, so we can turn off our MacBook or iMac. On the next startup, you want to hold down the Option key right beside Command. Hold down until you see the boot selection. And now we want to choose our El Capitan bootable USB drive. When the installer is ready and loaded up, you want to go up to Utilities and start Disk Utility and format your old macOS partition, so my macOS 10.7.5 line partition, so I can install macOS El Capitan to it. Close it down when it's done. And now we want to again go to Utilities, open up Terminal. And now it's really important. We need to type in date 0115124517. If we don't do this, the installer will error out and we can't install El Capitan. Now we are ready to install El Capitan and just click through the installer, accept the terms of license, choose the Mac SSD. I just formatted and now El Capitan will be installed. But we are not ready yet. When the installation is ready, you want to hit restart and we want to hold the Option key down again so we can boot up the installer drive, the installer USB drive again. Back in the installer environment, we want to go on the top to Utilities and open up Terminal again. Now this last step is very important. We need to type in patch, just patch, hit enter. Now the patcher wants to know which Mac model we are using. Normally going for option 1, use the detected model, just works fine. And then you want to select the drive we just installed macOS 2. So in my case, option 3. When the patch process is done, you can just close down Terminal and hit restart. Now we should boot into OS X El Capitan just fine. As you can see, the installation of macOS was successfully. I booted up into El Capitan without any problems. So now you are done and ready to go to use your old hardware. But I can't really recommend using macOS El Capitan still as a daily driver. So maybe you are just better off installing Linux on one of these old devices. But just to play around, it's quite nice to get up and running. But it's not really usable in 2025. So yeah. But for now, that's it. We installed a more recent version of macOS on this old MacBook 4.1 with no problems. Yeah. I hope this video helped some of you guys out there, and yeah, thank you for watching.